Grenada's education minister is warning against political activists influencing students to participate in teachers' protest. And in sport, Gabriel hits back after Monumal 100 inspires Bangladesh. I'm Ricardo Roberts, and this is Caribbean in 10 for Thursday, November 22nd. I'll be back with the details after the break.
Barbados, a gift to you. The stars are coming. Hennessy and FAS 7-Star presents Hennessy Artistry. Saturday, December 1st, Kensington Oval. Doors open at 7, showtime 9 p.m. Trey Songs. 2 Mile Hill. Luciano. Romaine Virgo. Popcorn. And Shabba Ranks. Hennessy Artistry. Saturday, December 1st. Kensington Oval. The 10th anniversary. Hennessy. Never stop. Never settle. Drink responsibly.
Education Minister Emmeline Pear is calling for good sense to prevail as teachers remain off the job in Grenada for a fourth day in the third week. Now, in a statement on Thursday, Pear, who is also a former teacher, says it has been brought to her attention that political activists claiming to act on behalf of the unions are seeking to influence students in many schools to participate in a series of protest actions, conceivably in support of striking teachers. The Education Minister issued an appeal to parents to engage their children to ensure that they do not get caught up in attempts at partisan agitation. She also called on the entire community to safeguard against students and children being used by political activists and confusion makers. In a televised statement on Tuesday night, Pear reiterated the call for the teachers' union to return to the bargaining table in the interest of all, particularly the students.
Children are counting on all of us to be mature, to be responsible and committed. We appreciate that there are many problems in the education sector, problems that go way beyond the issue of teacher benefits. However, I am pleased that we have opened up a dialogue that will help facilitate all of us in realistically and boldly confronting all of those challenges. These extremely successful consultations have led to a first draft of a map for the immediate way forward.
A general strike has shut down most of Haiti, where anti-corruption protests fueled by opposition parties demanding the resignation of President Jovenel Moïse have continued. Now, after deadly weekend protests followed by the general strike, Moïse emerged late on Wednesday to reaffirm his legitimacy and appeal for calm in a televised address. The Protestant Federation of Haiti says it is calling on Moïse to quickly convene a meeting of all stakeholders to allow the country to recover its social cohesion and stability. Protesters Wednesday set fire to the vehicle after at least 4 men and 2 women were killed when the driver plowed into the crowd. The protesters are demanding that President Moïse resign for not investigating allegations of corruption in the previous government over Petrocaribe, an oil alliance of many Caribbean states with Venezuela to purchase oil on conditions of preferential payment. The country has been paralyzed by the action of the opposition-backed supporters, with schools, businesses, and some government offices closed. The Ministry of Health said it strongly denounces and condemns the attacks against the ambulances in all regions of the country, reminding people that the ambulances are used to provide emergency pre-hospital care, transport any person whose case requires care to the nearest hospital or health center. A 12-year-old boy has pleaded guilty to issuing death threats to Police Commissioner Gary Griffith. The minor was charged by Acting Inspector Andre Lopez of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service and appeared before Master Nazira Ali at the family court at Cipriani Boulevard in Port of Spain.
The child was charged with misusing the telephone to send a threatening message. In the company of a relative, the child pleaded guilty to the offense. Master Ali did not sentence the boy immediately, but instead requested a probation officer's report. The matter was adjourned to January 16th. Under Section 106A of the Summary Offences Act, a person who pleads guilty to this charge can be fined $200 or 1 month in prison.
Commissioner Griffith responded to the child's arrest, calling it unfortunate. In a media release, he said while he appreciates that law enforcement was able to apprehend the person responsible, he sees it as an opportunity to redirect the course of the young man's life. He intends to work with the Children's Authority and other relevant arms to work with the young boy's interest. And stay with us, your Midday Sport is next.
We're going to turn it up a notch. Hennessy and FAS 7-Star present Hennessy Artistry on the Beach, Sunday, December 2nd. Daiquiri Beach. Performing live, Spice, Sham, Rankin King, Mole, Stiffy, Just D, and Little Rick. Plus, World DJ, Rigo Suave, King Ghetto, Scott and Mally Fresh, Agency, DJ Raz, Ramon G, Kamal Banki, DJ Puffy, and Jaguar DJ. Hennessy Artistry on the Beach, Sunday, December 2nd, Daiquiri Beach, 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. Hennessy, never stop, never settle. Drink responsibly.
Cricket tops our midday sportscast. Monimal Haq struck his 8th Test 100 to equal the most for Bangladesh, but West Indies hit back strongly in the final session to grab a share of the honours on the opening day of the first Test on Thursday. Now opting for first knock at the Zahir Ahmed Chowdhury Stadium, Bangladesh ended on 315 for 8, an innings built on left-hander Monimal's 120, his 4th century this year and 3rd in successive innings at the venue. Fellow opener Imral Kayes hit a battling 44, while captain Shakib Al Hassan chipped in with 34 and tail-ender Taijul Islam an unbeaten 32. Bangladesh were well poised on 216 for 3 at tea, but speedster Shannon Gabriel, who went wicketless for the opening 2 sessions, wrecked the middle and lower order to finish with 4 for 69. Left-arm spinner Jumel Warrican supported with 2 for 62. And reigning queens West Indies will take their most important step of the ICC Women's T20 World Cup when they clash with 3-time champions Australia in the semi-finals today, bidding for a place in Saturday's final and a chance to defend their crown. The 4 p.m. clash at the Sir Vivian Richards Cricket Stadium will be a repeat of the 2016 final in India when West Indies prevailed, and the hosts are cognizant the Aussies will be coming to avenge that defeat and are already bracing for a strong challenge. Captain Stephanie Taylor told a media conference Wednesday that triumph was not only a memory and had little significance to the crucial semi-final which awaited them. Like the Aussies, West Indies played unbeaten in the preliminaries in topping their group. They opened with a 60-run defeat of Minnows Bangladesh 2 weeks ago, followed up with a 31-run win over South Africa before qualifying for the semi-finals with a dominant 83-run victory over Sri Lanka. And their most satisfying win, however, was their dramatic 4-wicket verdict over England in their final preliminary match last Saturday when they came up trumps in the last over of their runs chase. Taylor said confidence in the camp was high and her players were anxiously looking forward to the contest. And that's Caribbean in 10. Join us again at 6:30 for Caribbean Newsline. Good afternoon.